What's up, you guys? It's Herpy Derpy. Today, I actually got a monocolor match for you guys because I figured it might be a good way to kind of to show people what a monocolor battle is typically like. So I got some random guy to battle me in monocolor. He like asked me, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in your tourney. Do you mind if I test out a team with you?" And I'm like, "Sure, I'll pull up an old monocolor team." So this team isn't quite following the rules I made, so don't mind like the 3-0 you guys have. He's going to use monocolor yellow, I'm going to use monocolor white, so let's see what happens in this battle. So I'm going to lead off the bat with my Smeargle, because he's going to lead off with the Jirachi, and Smeargle is a great lead since I don't know what Pokemon he's going to lead off with since I don't have Wi-Fi. But either way, I am going to go for Spore. It is going to hit his Haxorus and cure his Lumberry, which is fine with me, because I do have a Focus Sash, so I am going to be able to put this Haxorus to sleep now, which is really nice for me, because Haxorus that's sleeping is pretty much useless for the rest of the game, which is really awesome. It's basically dead. So I'm just going to cover Stealth Rocks now on the Switch, because I don't know what kind of Pokemon he has on his team, but his Victini does go for U-turn and kill me off, which does tell me his Victini is Scarfed, which is very scary actually, because I don't really have a lot of Pokemon who can deal with this Victini. So I'm going to go into my Volcarona now, thinking he might just switch out and just go for a U-turn, fearing the Fiery Dance, but he stays in and actually decides to paralyze me first, which is really annoying, but I'm just going to go for Fiery Dance now just to play it safe. It does hit his Arch Chops and unfortunately doesn't quite kill it. But I do knock him into Defeatist mode, so his Archops is also pretty useless. But I also want to switch out my Volcarona because I know the Stone Edge is coming, but I don't really have anything. I know I probably can't live one, even though it's in Defeatist, because Volcarona is just way too fragile. So I'm just going to my Jellicent, just kill it off with a Scald, which is fine with me. But his Raikou is going to come in, and I'm not sure what kind of set this Raikou is, so I'm going to stay in and just scout it out and just go for a cover, thinking it might be a Scarf with a Volt Switch, but he actually isn't, or maybe Specs, I don't know. But he actually turns out to be Calm Mind, and he is going to predict my Toxic very nicely and go for a Substitute this turn, and that's kind of unfortunate, because now he is going to get another turn of Calm Mind. But it's not too big of a deal, because I know from Calcs that Jellicent can live a +2 to T-Bolt, or at least has a pretty good chance of living it, like 50% I think, but he does get a crit right here, which is like, that's kind of annoying, but whatever, what can you do? I'm just going to go into Glade, Revenge Kill off the Raikou with a Scarfed Earthquake, which is great, because he did not expect that. And here, I should have stayed in and just gone for another Earthquake, because turns out I could have killed this Galvantula. I was really hesitant about staying in, because I wasn't sure if I could kill it off with one Earthquake, because I wasn't sure, like, I don't know, I didn't think Glade was that strong, but apparently it can kill it off with a neutral Earthquake. But instead, I play stupidly, I decided to fire off my Volcarona right there, which really sucks a lot. But I am going to scare off that Galvantula with my Linoone by going for an extreme speed, but his Jirachi does take that pretty nicely, which kind of sucks. But it's not too big of a deal. I'm going to go ahead and go into my Togekiss now because I really need this Jirachi to be burned. I do have Flamethrower on this Togekiss for Steel types, which is really convenient. And with the Serene Grace, it's about a 20% chance, so I'm really hoping I can get some Flamethrowers going. Unfortunately, he does get the Body Slam on me, so it's kind of like a Serene Grace war, I guess you could say. I'm just really hoping I can burn this thing before I die. But this Jirachi does have Wish, so he's pretty much going to be wishing and then flinching me and going for like Paralyze and stuff like that to make sure he's at full HP by the time I die, which is really frustrating, but whatever. I'm just really hoping I can just hopefully burn this stupid Jirachi, but it's not looking too good for me. Because if I can get this Jirachi burned, then I can go into my Linoone and go for a Belly Drum, because at that point, if his Jirachi's burned, I know I can live one Body Slam or Iron Head from it, which would be really nice for me. So I finally do get the burn on the Jirachi, so I'm like, yes, like, you know what, screw it, just like, I'll just let my Togekiss die, because I really just need a safe switch into my Linoone, and I don't really want to get paralyzed. Or I'm gonna really hope I don't get paralyzed, because if I get paralyzed, that'll be really inconvenient for me. So my Togekiss is gonna die, whatever, and now I can finally send in Linoone, and I'm like, okay, let's really hope I don't get the paralyzed on this Body Slam, because that would be very nice for me. I could pretty much plow through his team, but of course I get paralyzed. So I'm like, okay, let's hopefully not get like frozen this turn, so that way I can sweep his team. So it's good so far, you know. I can kill his Jirachi. That's great. So now Victini's gonna come in, and I'm like, okay, Victini, no problem, right? No, I get paralyzed, of course, like the worst time ever. So he's gonna kill me off with a V-Crate, and I'm like, oh crap, I am screwed now. So this is not looking good for me because I have my Glade, but my Glade cannot outspeed that Victini because I know it's Garb. So I'm like, well, shit, this sucks. Because Earthquake can kill off that Galvantula, two Earthquakes can kill off this Haxorus, but now I'm like, oh man, like that V-Crate is gonna be coming my way, and I'm pretty much gonna get owned. So that's pretty much game. Hope you guys got an idea of what a monocolor battle kind of looks like. Of course, like I said before, my Pokemon aren't exactly in the monocolor tier, and I will be posting a video about the rules and brackets and stuff like that about the monocolor tournament. Hopefully tomorrow. I'm guessing maybe Sunday. Who knows? But I will be posting those soon because a lot of people have been asking questions about like, oh, what about like Gastrodon East and West, and like what about shiny Pokemon and like all that, and like Rotom forms and stuff like that. So I will address all those questions later on. But for now, hope you guys got a good idea of monocolor, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.